Hi, welcome to Bonita's Kitchen, and thank you for joining us. Well, today I'm excited to bring to you a quick recipe, but one that you can do in your air fryer and get ready anytime before the company comes or during your company being there and getting them to help you with it. So, if this interests you and you like to know how to make it, stick around and let's get started.
Bonita's Kitchen to yours. Kitchen to yours.
So what I got here is 2 gala apples in there. They're sweet, they got a nice flavor, and they got a crisp texture. So they're great for using for any recipe, of course. I got my air fry pan, which I don't have the big round base one, so I'm going to use a sleeve of parchment paper in mine so it's easy to take off it. So what you would do, unless you want to keep the skin on, the peel, you can, but I'm going to peel mine. So I'm just going to give it a very, very light skimming of a peel, and I'm going to peel with a paring knife. You could use a vegetable peeler, and that's all we need to do there. So this is pretty much the biggest part of this recipe, is just peeling your apples. Then I'm going to give them a wedging. So whatever way you like wedging your apples, that's fine. But I just take a paring knife again and put down over. I don't core it first, I pull it away from the core. But again, each person varies when it comes to this. It's just a simple technique. Peel it, cut it into wedges. So I'm going to do that with 2 apples. 1 apple per person. And right now, we just got myself and Raymond. And we're just going to do 2. So we'll just gauge it on that. 1 apple per person. When you cut it this way, as you can see, it just comes right off of that core. No big deal. But again, you peel it the way you find it easier. I got a wedge of lemon. It's about a tablespoonful. I'm just going to pour that over the top of those apples. Give that nice citrusy taste, and as well help from the apples from turning brown before we get a chance to cook them. So now we got that done. I got about a teaspoonful here of melted butter. Toss that through. Of course, that nice buttery taste on these apple crisp. Absolutely delicious. Now this is optional here. Cinnamon is usually the spice that you would use over your apples, but I like using ginger. So I got a half a teaspoonful of cinnamon and a half a teaspoonful of ginger. And that gives it a little bite as well.
Kicks it up a notch.
Kicks it up a notch. So now what we'll do, I'm going to take 2 tablespoonfuls of brown sugar and pop over this. Now I keep my brown sugar into one of these jars with a couple of pieces of bread, just the heel of the bread, and it keeps it soft because the humidity, you know what that's like. It's going to make everything hard. So now all we need to do here now is toss this together. So with 2 spoons, just toss this together just to get it an equal coat. And I mean, right now I can just sit and eat this. That is perfect for me. But to give it that little cooking in the air fryer, it kicks it up a notch, as Raymond would say. And we're going to put that now on our tray, and I'll tell you more about that. So now pretty much all I'm going to do is sprinkle this in on my tray for the air fryer. And like I said, every air fryer is a little different. Some has got a round base, and you can get those sleeves to go in there just to help with cleanup as well. Or you can just put a piece of parchment paper in that one. Mine is a straight-in air fryer, and it also do rotisserie chicken, all sorts of things in there. So that's all you need to do with that. I got about 3 tablespoonfuls of granola. Pour it over the top. Now you could make, or sprinkle it over the top, I should say. You could make your own if you don't have granola, or you could, like you said, if you got store-bought. But this here is just oatmeal, some brown sugar, nuts, and a tablespoonful of butter to make your own. And that's all you need to do there. So pretty much all we're going to do now is take our tray and slide it into that air fryer. Again, it varies whichever air fryer you got. We're using a Comdu, and it's one we did a review on a few years back, and I'll share that link with you as well if you want to check it out. But other than that, put it in there. I'm going to say anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes, and I'm going to say 15 minutes first for you to check between, because set it on whatever, it's really only 350 degrees Fahrenheit, but whatever your air fryer gives you for cooking anything that's baking, apples and such. I'm going to put this one in that air fryer. Now for me with this air fryer, I got to put it in the center rack, slide it in, and I'm just going to turn it on and set it to the baking section where you got cakes, it's got vegetables, well probably the vegetables, but I'm going to put it on the baking section because I want for it to be baking. It says 30 minutes. I'm going to check it 15 minutes too, and then see how it looks. But that's all you need to do, anywhere from 320 to 340 degrees Fahrenheit, and let it cook and sit and have a cup of tea. Our apple crisp dessert, air fried, is ready. I'm going to turn it off and pull it out. Just look delicious. So now just look at this delicious dessert. Simple to make and quick. Summertime, you know, spring, it doesn't matter. If you're just looking for something quick and you're sitting around and you want it to have a nice dessert, you put on whatever you like in toppings. Well, I should have, before I even done that, you sprinkle it with some icing sugar, melted, just a little bit of your normal icing sugar you would use for making a cake or whatever, or you could just whip one up with your confectionary sugar. Then a little scoop of vanilla ice cream or ice cream of your choice, and this is it. Delicious apple crisp, air fried.
All ready for the belly.
All ready for the belly. Yes, it's delicious, Raven. Now I'm saying 2 apples is good for 2 people, but you could probably make, that could be good for 4 people as well, because you only want just a taste. But we love apple, and this kind of dessert is quick and easy, and sometimes you like seconds, so 1 apple per person. So the apple is nice and tender. I'm going to have a little taste.
Two thumbs up.
Drop the plate, delicious. The tenderness of those apples, the crunch of the granola, the cinnamon, ginger bursting through there. 2 thumbs up is right, Raymond. I'm going to be taking this plate and raw. I always say if you make your own granola, you know, top it with lots of different nuts, because that makes the taste of any granola, of course. But this is it. It's as good as it gets. We're going to leave the recipe down in under this video for you to access. You can visit us on www.BONITA'S.kitchen.com, and you can get the recipe there. And don't forget to join our newsletter. You can also send me a message at bonita'skitchen@gmail.com. If you can't find it, I can send you the link to the recipe. And as well, visit us on our Facebook page. We share a lot of up and coming things, of course, events that's happening within Bonita's Kitchen, our stuff that we're selling, our cookbooks, our apron, and of course, sometimes we do giveaways, so don't miss out on anything. So before we go, we'd like to do a big shout out to our paid members. Of course, thank you for your support. We surely appreciate it. We also want to do a big shout out to all of our subscribers. We are heading towards the 100,000 mark, and we're excited about that. So who knows, maybe this year you guys could help us just meet that goal as well. Thank you to each and every one of you that have subscribed, followed us for this last 11 years, and welcome new subscribers. So I'm going to let you go. I know your time is precious, and we thank you for joining us. On behalf of myself,
And me, of course.
Raymond, and our team, and from our kitchen to yours, you
You have a wonderful day. Toodaloo.
Join us by the sea, a journey in culinary, always an open door. Bonita's kitchen to yours. Bonita's kitchen to yours.